Thank you. I would like to thank the organizers for their invitation. There aren't many people left in the room, but that was expected. I will try and be brief. The Emilia Romagna region was the first region that set up the organizational procedure to activate these operational groups. And we talk about measure 16.1, which entails, as the previous speaker said, to group together farms, researchers, and other entities so as to give farms results of research work. The operational groups have as a fundamental pillar the need to transfer technology and acquired innovations. One of the many projects that CRPV presented together with partners is this one, and it is the first one that is going to be presented. The need was that of meeting one of the requests of farmers, that is, assessing the impact of climate change on vineyards and grapes. In the previous contributions in the past days, we heard what problems climate change entailed. There is a difference between the different types of fermentation, also in terms of timeline, and so we tried and identified those application techniques that could put remedy somehow to that. The title of this operational group is Assessment of Innovative Strategies for Adaptation in the Vineyard, in the Winery, in relation to a changed climate context. The objective is that of transferring to producers those solutions that can be applied during the duration of the project. Specific objectives pertain to practices which are linked to the solution of agronomic problems. And here we talk about those agronomic techniques which are already ready and which can be deployed by farmers. But we also have several operational protocols in the winery that try to solve problems that our enologist friends have to tackle in the moment of the harvest. At the moment of the harvest, we have two actions. Action one focuses on agronomic practices, and we will see that that is mainly linked to late pruning techniques, and then a number of interventions on the plants, and also the application of kaolin to the canopy within the framework of enological practices, usage of cold and inert gas, selected yeast, and early harvesting of the grapes. Specifically with reference to Action 1 and agronomic practices, which we believe have the biggest impact in terms of problem-solving capability and climate change. We have already set up a test in different contexts in Emilia-Romagna, and this entails a number of theses in the various phases. Of course, these are operators that try and delay the period bud break. And we also have made a test on Sangiovese in relation to different topping and pruning activities post veraison, and also de-leafing in a modulated way, and later on post veraison before the harvest. And there again we solved a number of problems related to the ripening of water of grape, and then kaolin being applied to the canopy on two varieties, Salamino and Sangiovese, whereby we used silicon-based clay, which leads to a change in temperature on both the grape bunches and the canopy. Here you see one of the tests that were performed with de-leafing in the productive phase following kaolin applications. Then we have enological practices that are linked to the usage of solid CO2 during harvest, especially for Lambrusco. And indeed, we also focused on the usage of selective yeast for Trebbiano in this case, which entailed Candida zeppelina, for instance, which is one of those yeasts that are increasingly being used. And there is another technique which is evidencing its value, and it pertains to early harvesting of grapes. For Sangiovese, a vinification of acid must was made with a very early harvesting at the beginning of August. Acid must was then stabilized and stored, and it was mixed with must harvested later on, and or with technologically ripened grapes. Here you see some pictures of this processing of acid must. This is the making of Sangiovese with a practice which is already used in other countries. The project entails that we have a broad dissemination plan of all results to be obtained. The dissemination plan entails technical articles, several guided visits, technical meetings. The results will be published on the portal of CRPV. We have audiovisual materials that will also be published, and then campus clouds, participatory campuses where both farmers and enologists will attend seminars. And we have the implementation of the PEI network. The operational group Viniculture and Climate Change, as you see, groups together the most representative groups of cooperatives, in Emilia Romagna, Cevico, the Riunite CIV, and then CRPV, which is coordinator. There was also Cantina Sociale di San Martino in Rio, then Regione, the Emilia Romagna region.
Nei diversi contesti e soprattutto
that gives us the possibility to convey our work and disseminate our work. And then we have research centers at university. We have Bologna University. We have the Cattolica University, Sacro Cuore. We have Modena Reggio University, Astra, which is our experimental estate. And we have 2 farms, especially, where we are performing more demanding experiments and tests, and it is the Mora William and Gianni Pezzi farms. Overall cost 347,000 euro, and contribution amounts to 313,000, duration 3 years, from starting in July 2016. We hope we will be able to offer you the results at the next Enoforum, and the end is July 2019. I'm finished. Thank you.